What's up, you guys? It's me, Hair Jordan. I hope you're having a really great day. And if you're not, then maybe this video will help take your mind off things. I found some really cool DIY projects. If you're anything like me, you like to look at other people's DIY projects and just watch them, even though you know you're probably never gonna try this stuff, but it's still a cool idea. And that's what this video's theme is. All right, let's get into this. That was a really weird way to into this. Let's get into this. Okay, just hit the like button, but really, you don't have to. If you don't like the video, hit the dislike button. Jeez, I don't know. You ever do anything at all? I don't care. I'm just glad you're here. Now, I am speeding up these videos a little bit because I don't want to waste time. Sometimes they take a lot of time showing what they're doing, but this first one is really cool if you are an artist or a painter. You take a bunch of soda bottle caps and hot glue them to an old CD. Yeah, you want this to be an old CD because you can't undo this. Whatever CD you use, like, it's gonna be this from now on. So don't put hot glue on CDs that you plan on using in the future. I don't think I have a single I don't think I own a single CD. I would, in order to do this one, I would literally have to go to the store and buy a DVD or something because I just don't have any of that stuff. Then you want to cut a soda bottle in half and hot glue that to the CD, and look what we have. It's a paint palette, and you fill the soda bottle up with water, and you put paint in all the caps, and oh, look, you can paint with them. Wow. You use the different bottle caps for different colors of paint. Of course, that's why you get one of every different color of soda, like Coke for red, Sprite for green, orange soda for orange, etc. And then you can use this for your next painting. It actually makes a lot of sense. This next one, you just need a Coke can. Apparently, if you scrape it on sandpaper, the top pops off. This is probably one I should try, but I don't have any Coke cans right now. Then you cut the Coke can open with a knife, obviously, and then tie a balloon, cut the end off, and put it on, and what do you know? If you just tape it, red tape, because we want it to look nice, then you can put some confetti in there, and it's a confetti popper. Wow! What a dangerous confetti popper. Do you know how easy it is to cut your hand on a Coke can? Use a toilet paper roll next time. Jeez, dude. All right, so next you're just gonna need some orange Tic Tacs and some thumbtacks. Side note, orange Tic Tacs used to be my favorite, and thumbtacks scare me. You're just going to stick the thumbtacks inside the Tic Tac box, put a rubber band around the two bottom ones, and then grab some matches. This is where things get fun. Yes, we are going to use the Tic Tac box as a sort of crossbow like Chewbacca uses, and then light it on fire and boom, time out. Remember, I always watch these videos on double speed, so I have to actually play it at normal speed for you to see what's going on because they play this in slow motion, which is worth it. Here we go. They're lighting the match, and then boom, it looks like it just disappears, but no, it actually burns enough to where it gets shot up. Very cool. I like that it has a sort of delay. After you light the match, it doesn't shoot right away. It gives you a second, and then it shoots the match. It shoots a flaming match. Like, that's what we're talking about here. Shooting a flaming match at something. Hopefully you're not shooting a flaming match at someone. Oh, look, a flaming tube of toothpaste. How do they do it? Well, you start off with a lighter, take the top off, and then get a needle because everyone has lots of those lying around. But this actually is a pretty cool trick. You put the needle on the lighter very carefully, like so careful. And then you get a nut and bolt like this and hot glue it to the side of the lighter. Now, why would you do that, you might ask? Well, let me play it in slow motion for you. When you hot glue the bolt to the side of the lighter, once it's dry, you tighten the nut until it pulls the trigger on the lighter so that the lighter is continuously lit. So when you use another lighter, oh, it lights the flame. Not really sure if I explained that in the best way possible, but I hope that made sense. And now you have a lighter with a long point instead of a short one. Why would you need that? Oh, so that you can like light candles and stuff. Duh. Have you ever tried to light a candle with a really short lighter? You'll burn your finger every time, or at least I do. Then if you want to be really extra about it, all you got to do is poke it through a tube of toothpaste, and look, you're using Colgate toothpaste as a lighter. Wow, that'll scare your mom for sure. All right, this one's also really cool, and it is something that I've tried, so I know that it works. Well, I mean, I haven't tried it with a Sprite bottle, but I just tried basically the same idea, but with it didn't look as cool, but it does work. You drill a hole through a Sprite bottle is how they're doing it, at least. It's not how I did it, but this will work. And then through the cap, and then get yourself a syringe pump thing and cut it off. By the way, this is stuff you should not do unless you're like an adult or have an adult helping you. So just don't hurt yourself. Then you're gonna hot glue the lid to the syringe pump and screw it back on, and grab a lighter and hot glue it to the Sprite bottle. Actually not necessary, but to make it into like a permanent shooter, then yeah, it is kind of necessary. It looks like he's spraying something in there, maybe cologne or something to help it shoot farther. Not really necessary, but it definitely helps. And then boom, there you go. I'm gonna slow it down to normal speed so you can see it in real time. What happens is when you put the cork in, set up some cans for targets, when you pull that trigger, it causes a tiny explosion and it shoots the cork out. Do you notice how it shoots it out? It disappears so fast it's hard to see. They play it in slow motion, and I'm gonna slow it down even more right here so you can see. There's the cork. Boom, no cork. Shoots it. It actually shoots. This is not just shooting air like, oh, cool, it can like shoot air out. Like, that's cool. No, this is actually shooting the whole cork out. That's why they put cologne in it, is to make a tiny explosion. This isn't, like, you gotta be really careful doing this, but it is cool if you can do it. Do it right, though. Nice Sprite gun, huh? Next, you're gonna need a Pringles can. It doesn't have to be cheesy flavored. It could be any flavor. And grab some toothpaste, and you're gonna trace a circle around the toothpaste lid. Make a couple of cuts on the tube, and look, that kind of looks like a fan, doesn't it? What are we gonna do with that? Well, we're gonna put some hot glue on it, stick it in the hole we just cut out. Then take your Sharpie and draw these shapes right here. Try to make it look symmetrical. You want it to look nice. You always want your stuff to look nice. Drill another hole in the bottom. Again, carefully get a Nutella jar. It doesn't have to be Nutella, but this works. Put some holes in the lid of that. Grab a tube and feed it through the toothpaste and the Nutella lid that we just poked holes in, and watch. See what happens here. After you hot glue the Nutella lid onto the Pringles can, wait, you gotta wait for it to dry too. Get yourself an electronic button from Amazon. These always seem like impossible. Once I see stuff like this, I'm like, oh, I could never do that. But actually, you can buy these things on Amazon for like $1.50, so it's very doable. Then you just wire it to this little tiny motor. Plus is positive, minus is negative, right? This is just a battery connector from a 9-volt battery. Well, what connects to a 9-volt battery. Solder it together with fire, only with adult supervision. Stick the motor inside the Pringles can. Get yourself a liquid, whatever you prefer to drink. Personally, I like to drink tea. Fill up the jar with your beverage of choice. Screw the Nutella lid back on with your Pringles contraption. And watch this. When you press the button, the motor causes the liquid to come up through the straw. How cool is that? It's a drink dispenser. So simple and yet so cool. It's impressive. It's really impressive. And then for the last one, you're gonna need a can of Coca-Cola. Cut the lid off and use sandpaper around it so you don't cut yourself. Apparently, sandpapering the bottom makes it just come right out. Never tried it, cannot confirm. But hey, if it's
on the internet, it must be true, right?
Then you take some zip ties, cut the ends off, and hot glue them together in a circle like that and put it on a cheesecloth. Stick that inside the Coke can without cutting yourself and hot glue it into place. This will act as a sort of filter. With what, you might ask? Well, with this. With the lid of a bottle with a hole in it and a utility knife case without an actual knife, and you hot glue it into place. A lot is happening right here. Cut out the nutrition information because it's Coca-Cola. Nobody wants to know how bad it is for you. Feed some more wires with a switch through it, which once again, the tiny little motor and battery, which I would always be like, oh, I could never do that. I don't have a motor or a battery. Literally like $2 on eBay would you get the materials for this one. Pretty sweet. Why I don't have them? Well, because I don't have the patience to shop on eBay. You just put the positive and negative together where they belong. Solder them together with a lighter. Very sketchy way of doing it. Hot glue it to a battery. Very bad idea. Actually, probably don't hot glue it to the battery, but anyways, once everything is in place, you stick your little fan thing inside, and oh look, it's a fan. And take your little filter with a bunch of holes in it and put it on the end, and now you have a vacuum cleaner that's sucking air out. You see that? Unless you put the fan in backwards, then it's gonna be a leaf blower, which is also cool, but not the same thing. All right, guys, that's the end of this video. What did you think? Leave a comment, let me know. Would you try any of these? I hope you have a really good day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Yeah, this is not going to be a long outro because, well, there's no reason for it. So see you tomorrow. Bye.